Okay, the biggest part of V10, as we all know, is Smart Summon. But, as you know, if you're Canadian like me, we don't get Smart Summon. Only the US gets it first. It'll go into trial or beta, and they'll test it out and they'll play with it. And Transport Canada will sit on the sidelines and watch and see what's happening in the States, see if anyone gets run over, which hopefully doesn't happen. But they'll watch, and they'll watch how the US is handling it and stuff. I say give it a month, maybe 2 tops, hopefully less than that. And then Transport Canada will allow Tesla to do it. It happened with Summons, it happened with Navigate on Autopilot, it happened with almost all the automated type of things here in Canada. So we will get it, but we don't have it right now. So in this video, I'm just going to concentrate on V10 Canadian version. So that's basically everything except for Smart Summon. So if you want to hear Smart Summon or see Smart Summon, trust me, there's tons of YouTube videos. It's what, day 2 or 3 into the V10 rollout, and there's tons of videos on YouTube about V10, about Smart Summons in the US. So go check it out. Here you're not going to see it. So if you're here for Smart Summon because you saw the thumbnail saying V10 is here, it's not here in Canada. So this is a Smart Summonless, I guess, episode. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for pressing that button. I appreciate it. I know I don't tell you guys all the time, but I do appreciate you guys joining the channel. V10 is here. Everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people in the US have been getting theirs. And last night was the night. When I say last night, I mean Saturday night. It started trickling out here in Canada. Of course, I'm pretty sure they're doing it is they're giving it out to people that have purchased full self-driving, the FSD, which I am one of them. So I got it, and you know what? I got it. Long story. I'm not going to get into it, but I was away. I had to use Wi-Fi. I had to tether my phone, and I got it. It took forever, but I got it, and I couldn't really play around with it because it was like 12 o'clock at night by the time I got it. But it is here. It's the next day, and I've been testing it out. I've been driving all the way from up north back to the GTA, and I gotta say, it is quite impressive. They've done a lot of changes and stuff like that, and it's really good. I'm in Navigate on Autopilot right now, and I've got to say it's changed a lot. It is a lot better. It's not hunting for lanes. It's not bipolar. I say that with all due respect, but it's just not schizophrenic going, and I say that with respect to going all over the place. Right now it's wanting to go. It doesn't know sometimes the traffic that's coming up, but it does its best. Now I've said okay. Now this, one thing here in Southern Ontario, and I don't know if it's like that where you guys are, when you see someone has their signal on, like, don't be an a-hole. Let people in. Like, it doesn't take a lot to just come off the accelerator and let someone merge in. Like, what is it, one car length? Like, and I know it's not a lot, only because when Navigate on Autopilot puts on the signal, puts it on early, right? And wants to move over. And it's like people see the signal and they speed up. It's like, you don't have to be an asshole. But anyways, getting back to V10, that was just my little soapbox rant. I'm done, I'm off it. And I'm back. Okay. It got really schizophrenic there. But like I said, I've been driving for the last hour and a half with it, and it's been working flawlessly. And of course, the minute I put on the camera, then it wants to get all weird and embarrass me in front of all you guys. But the animation and the manipulation, how you can manipulate the lane changes and how you can see the actual oncoming cars, that's pretty cool, how you can see the oncoming cars. Yeah, it's a little bit delayed, but it's still pretty cool that you can see it. This guy just flashed me, letting me go. See, he must have heard me. He must have heard me saying, don't be an a-hole. If you see someone with a signal on, let them in. That guy, totally cool. Thank you, Mr. Corolla. Yeah, the manipulation, like I said, I don't know a practical use case for it, but it is pretty cool how it does it, and you can see what's behind you and bird's eye view and stuff like that. Maybe, and I haven't tested it, maybe at low speeds, maybe parking, maybe it'll come in handy there. I'm not sure. By the way, talking about V10 and everything, I've got a V10 pro tips coming out very, very shortly. That's going to be coming out probably within the next few days. So we got Cuphead. Everyone knows we got Cuphead. I'm not a big game player in the car. I mean, every now and then, but you need a actual gamepad. I don't have a gamepad, so that's not going to happen right now. But all you Cuphead players out there, we're going under a bridge, so I'm going to get really dark for a second. All you Cuphead players out there, you'll love it. But like I said, Cuphead, I'll play with it eventually when I do get a remote, but I don't have a controller right now. Moving on to Tesla Theater. Tesla Theater, awesome. Like, I mean, it's great to have YouTube and Netflix, and you know what? We didn't know we were getting it, or I didn't know we were getting it. I think it was an added bonus because I didn't hear anyone talk about it. We got Hulu, so if you're a Hulu subscriber, Hulu's in there, and of course the Tesla tutorials, which is very important. I don't know why it took them so long to put Tesla tutorials in there. It's good for all you new people. I just came back a few days ago from a EV meetup, and people had just got their Teslas like within the last couple months, and one guy, I forget his name, super cool guy, he's all excited about his car. He didn't stay long with the and it's no fault of Tesla sometimes. In this case it wasn't, because he fully admit that he didn't stay long at the orientation. It was like 20 minutes, so he didn't even know, like, he saw my 18-inch arrows without the aero caps, the wheel covers, and he thought they were a completely different rim. I'm like, buddy, these are your rims underneath there if you take the aero caps off. And I had to show him how to do it. Like, he didn't know. So stuff like that, like, if Tesla can make tutorials like that are like that for people, the more the merrier, and it'll benefit all these new people that are getting the SR pluses and the long ranges and everything, like all the Teslas, whether it's Model 3s or Model S's or X. Tutorials are great. And of course, like I said, Netflix and YouTube, I mean, that's going to be a lifesaver on road trips when we're in the car, we're stopping, supercharging and stuff like that. It's great. The immersive sound coming from these speakers, the premium, I've got the premium because it's long range and everything. The sound is like you're watching a Netflix show. Like I said, I haven't been able to watch it too much because I just got it last night, but just a little bit I tested out. It was incredible. The deep bass, the surround sound almost like, and apparently reading the release notes, there's a way that you can send your videos from your phone, like if you've got an Android or Apple and you use the share sheet and you send it, just like how, remember in one of my other pro tips, you can send a video, send a location through Google Maps to your Tesla. Well, it's the same kind of idea. Using the share sheet, using a Tesla app, you can send a video, whether it be Netflix or YouTube, to the car. Haven't tried it out yet, but Tesla says in the release notes that you can do it. That may be a pro tip coming up. One of the biggest things that people have been wanting is Spotify. Spotify is finally here. And you know what? Say what you want about Slacker and Spotify and everything. I like Spotify. My wife loves it even more because she uses it more. So this will be a welcome change for her, going under another bridge again. But the one good thing that I like about Spotify that Slacker didn't have, and I don't know if it was just because it wasn't built in or not, is now you can rewind the song that you're currently listening to. Like if you listen to it and you want to hear it again, there's a back button. There's finally a back button. With Slacker, like I said, I don't know if it was a Tesla software thing or if it was a Slacker thing. This idiot's going right up the shoulder because he's a moron. I'll record this for you to show you guys. He's going all over the place. Like he's just, anyways. Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I don't know if it was a Tesla thing or a Slacker thing, but when you were listening to a song in Slacker, you couldn't rewind the song or even go back to hear it again or go back to the previous song. With Spotify, you can do it now, and that's cool. That's cool in itself. Say whatever you want to, like I said, say whatever you want to say about Slacker and Spotify and compare it to hate them or leave them, leave it or take it or leave it. But that one thing alone is awesome to have. What else do we have? We have karaoke, something again which I probably wouldn't use too much, but it's good to have, and I know a lot of people are excited about it. I haven't tested it out. Yeah, I like getting back to the nav on autopilot when it makes a lane change on a highway. I love how it makes that lane blue and it shows you where your car wants to go, and just the dotted lines and the visualization and everything, it's just sweet. It looks so good. It's so fluid. Yeah, it's a little delayed when the car passes you and stuff like I said earlier, but it's still cool. Folks, V10 is packed with so many things. It's awesome. One of the things is the new in the navigation is the feeling lucky or feeling hungry, and that came up, of course, as we all know. If you follow Elon on Twitter, someone asked him about that, and it turned into a feature just like that. So that's cool. I also like the fact that in the navigation you can click on, for one, they've got more points of interest, but you can click on a point of interest now, and it'll either take you to the website, or you can call them from there. You can navigate. Before, it was just very basic. It just navigate from there. Now it shows you stars and shows you more information on that info card, which is really, really good and handy for road trips. Buddy, stay in your lane. Don't come into my lane. Oh, and I don't know if this is a V10. I think it must be a V10 thing, but what they've also done is they've updated the mobile app for Android and for iOS, and what they've done, they've updated, I think it's 3.1 now. Don't quote me on the version number, but now in the app you can wind up your windows, or wind up, I guess, is that a word? Okay, you can close your windows via the app. Like if your windows are down by accident or something like that, and it'll tell you, because if they're up, it won't say close, it'll say vent. So that means you could bring them down. So if the car's too hot, you can vent the car a little bit, get all that hot air out in the summer. Great little feature. And if the windows are down, you can just click close and it closes. On top of that, another great feature with the app is finally HomeLink. They've put HomeLink into the app. So now you can open and close your garage door from your app. You don't need to, because there was a trick, I don't know if you guys knew about it, there was a trick where you could actually go into Summon, and Summon won't pick it up, but Summon had that little home link in the top right button, and if you're quick enough, you could click on that, and it would open or close your garage door. That's like, and that, an example of that is like if you're not in the car, and you're outside of the car, and you're in the house or something, and you forgot to close your garage door. I used to sit on the couch and do it, and it worked, and then you hear the garage door closing, and then you knew it was closed. Anyways, now it's a separate dedicated button right there on the screen. And look at this. This is Navigate on Autopilot. This is the good thing about it. It knows when another car is behind me and there's no car in the middle lane. So it just tells me, you know what? You're in the lane. Move over. And now there's giant transport. What are you doing, transport? Anyways, moving on as I continue to get killed by these terrible drivers. Dash cam. Oh, the cool thing with the dash cam now. Okay, of course we know Sentry Mode. Sentry Mode's been updated. They've given it more folders and stuff like that. But where are we going? We're going there, are we? Okay. But with the dash cam now, it uses the back camera to record stuff behind us. That's awesome. So if someone rear ends you, you'll get, heaven forbid, hopefully you don't get rear-ended. But if anybody's tailgating you or any kind of nonsense like that, like I was talking about how bad these drivers here in the GTA are, probably where you are, probably bad, because I find just society in general is getting terrible as time goes on. You'll be able to record it now. That's great. Like, that's awesome that now dash cam will actually pick up the rear camera. So now you can track a car anywhere around you. It'll come up from behind you. You'll be able to see it. You'll see it on the side clearance cameras, the side marker cameras, and then when it goes in front of you, the front camera will pick it up. So now all they have to do is use the backup camera in Sentry Mode. So when you're in a parking lot, you don't, because I've got a habit of I always back in, so I use the front camera so I can pick up plates if anyone hits me or anything like that. Joe Mode, we all know about Joe Mode. Don't know where the origins of the name Joe came from. Still to this day, I have no idea. If you know, if you heard, let me know in the comments below. But I don't know. But I tested it out and I played around with it a little bit on this drive home, and it works great. It actually doesn't mute it, but it brings down the volume of all these chimes and burps and beeps and everything like that. It brings it down considerably, so it's almost like it's part of the sound. Like if you're listening to the radio or you're listening to music or a podcast or something like that, it's part of it. It's almost the same volume of it. It's not on top of what you're listening to, which it was before. So Joe Mode, I think I'm going to keep it on. They've laid out the app launcher a little better, and for anyone that thinks that the theater mode work when you're driving, no, it's grayed out. I took a picture of it and I'll show you. It's grayed out, and they've moved stuff around. Now the phone or the call, the little antique phone symbol, is we're probably where it should be. It's on the left-hand side. Before, it was all the way on the right-hand side. Now it's a little closer. The camera, I still don't understand why they have a camera in that view, because you've got a camera right there, so like on your screen, right below your lanes and everything. So I don't know why they put that there from day one. And that's it, folks. That's V10. Like I said, the big thing is Smart Summon, and that will come eventually to Canada. Fingers crossed. But right now they don't have it. So when it does come, I don't even know if I'll do a demo and show you, because by then so many people in the States will be accustomed to it, and you will be overloaded with Smart Summons. So that's all I got for you today, folks. Thanks for watching. I know this one's been long and very wordy and stuff like that, but I just wanted to let you guys know all the new stuff with V10 if you weren't up to date. But I wanted to do it from a Canadian perspective, because like I said, unfortunately we don't have. Did you hear that? Did you hear the little chimes? It's a lot quieter than it was before. Yeah, we don't have Smart Summon, so this is an episode all about the Canadian version of V10. Nothing different than the US ones in terms of additional stuff, just what it doesn't have. So we don't have to go into all that. Anyways, folks, that's all I got for you. Like I said, like and subscribe if you like this video. I've got other ones coming. I got a pro tips dedicated to V10, a pro tips coming soon. And until then, folks, we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.